Welcome to the Leaderboard. I'm Jesse. I'm joined here by Chris.
Hey guys.
And we are talking about the new hero add to Overwatch literally today. Chris, I was in a meeting when this got announced, and you didn't tell us till about 3 hours later. Why did that happen?
Well, you were in the meeting, and last time I interrupted the meeting, I wasn't in the building for a long time.
Yeah, that's fair. Chris, tell me a little bit about Brigitte. She was announced by accident, leaked through Japanese Twitter, and now she's official. It's all out there. She's in PTR right now. Tell me a bit about her backstory, because we have heard hints of her through like different the comics and a bit of the cutscenes.
Yes.
Not cutscenes, you know what I mean. Please don't flame me in the comments.
Yeah, we get it. So we saw her before, basically in the Rise and Glory short with Rinehart. She's actually Torbjörn's daughter, and look, funnily enough, she's also Rinehart's squire. So basically, she kind of worked with Rinehart and repaired his armor over and over again in his workshop. And she basically got inspired because of Rinehart's good deeds and basically everything he's done as a hero and working with Overwatch. She got inspired to basically kind of just put herself out there and do what Rinehart does and want to help the better and the world.
That's wonderful. I'm glad to know that they're already adding kind of a bit of character into their play style. That's kind of things I'm really curious about. Leading up to this, I was like, oh, if they add Torbjörn's daughter into it, they're going to be doing kind of what they did in the original game, like launch of it. Is I thought she was going to be the second part of the engineer almost, like from TF2.
Right. Yeah. Kind of. She's not doesn't fall into that. That's what everyone kind of thought. Basically, like being the weaponsmith's daughter and the turret king, essentially. We kind of thought she was going to be either like on top of that or basically like another version of him. But it turns out she actually took off more in Rinehart's direction than her father's.
Which is, honestly, surprised all of us. Like I said, I assumed it was going to be like building a dispenser here, and what she was going to be doing is like, oh, here's a turret that shoots out heals the way like Anna's gun does. Yeah. But like they really did trick us all with this kind of play style, because she is support.
Yes, she is.
This is the third support hero, right?
Yeah. Yes, because there's Anna, Moira, and now
Brigitte.
Brigitte, yes.
Which I feel like every time they announce a new support hero, everyone's like, another one? Really?
It's kind of what it's getting to, because the only DPS what they kind of brought in was Sombra. Oh, no, actually, take that back, because there was Doomfist also. Then the last tank was Orisa, and yeah, it's getting to the point now we have more supports added than anything else. We haven't seen a defense once either.
Right, which is
kind of mind-boggling.
Like, how are they getting away with, like, why? What is Jeff's obsession, that uncle of a human, the world's uncle, what is his obsession with just adding support characters?
He really just wants people to play support. Like, he's not getting enough healing during
because he supports
matches.
us.
Yeah.
Because he supports us as our uncles.
I don't know if he's my uncle, but
he's all of our uncles.
Yeah. Not mine.
Believe me, it's true. Check his wiki. So now we have 3 new support people. How do you think this affects the balance, the meta of this game?
It's a little tricky because, well, she just got introduced today, and looking at her kit and that, she's gonna be a bit more of a kind of like hybrid between a tank and an actual support. Because she has a rocket flail, she has the blast shield, which it's not really as big as Rinehart's shield. It's more covering her alone, and not essentially the rest of the team. Right. So it's kind of going to be weird because with the recent Mercy nerfs coming now and Moira coming up in the front, it's these competitors still got to play around with it. Right. We still have to see kind of what she can really do. Essentially, she only has a one-time healing that's on I believe it's a 5 to 6 second cooldown. Though that healing is kind of impressive to the fact that you can armor people just like Torbjörn with his scraps. Yeah,
because like if they're fully healed and you throw heals at them the way like one of the orbs would from Zenyatta, it gives them a shield, correct?
Yes, if they're already maxed out on their health, it will actually armor them on top of their health.
Like that's okay. So every time I'm playing like Mercy or any of the characters, I made the first mistake when I was playing Moira for the first time, where I was like, heals everywhere. I was like, oh, I depleted all my heals and literally nothing because we just opened the gate.
And yeah, it's pretty much if you use all that charge gone, you're kind of a sitting duck there.
Yeah, and like I feel like every time there's a new hero, there's so much backlash. People are like, Doomfist, he's finally here, hate him. Like, Orisa, why is she here? I think Moira might have been the only thing that people were like, we'll see how she plays. And then I feel like there was still a bunch of backlash then.
Yeah, because everyone thought she was kind of going to be OP because of the Coalescence ultimate ability and kind of like the way her healing goes.
Yeah.
And her damage can reach out really far.
Oh, yeah.
But going back to Brigitte, like, she's kind of, I feel like she's kind of going to be in a mix between a tank, kind of like Rinehart being with the shield, but also a Lucio, because her ultimate kind of gives that wide range, like how Salberry does, where it kind of like boosts everyone in their armor and their health for a bit. She's gonna kind of fall into that kind of area.
Do we know exactly how it works? Is it kind of like, is it like an area of effect kind
of
thing?
Yeah, so think of Sound Barrier or think of like Zenyatta's Transcendence, where it has that range of the ultimate, but the only difference is between those is that she's the only one that can move faster than everyone else in that area. So basically she can, let's say your team is on the point and basically you're coming back off of respawn, you have rally, you get close, and then once you pop it in, you can dive in with your team faster and basically just be able to give everyone the heal and their armor that they need.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We're taking a look at some footage right now, and the vibe, the vibe I'm getting is like they took someone's fan fiction and turned it into a character. And I'm not saying that's like a bad thing. I definitely I don't want to be the person who's like, I'm in a YouTube video right now, so I'm being very positive, but she kind of looks like a lot of fun. Like, that's my personal feelings. It looks like they were just like, yeah, what if like Rinehart and Torbjörn, what if they adopted a little girl and then raised her to be like a really cool fighter? And that's the vibe that I'm getting. It feels like it's someone's AO3 came to life.
Yeah, because there was always too an image going around, because when she was kind of getting rumored and leaked around, there was a good Photoshop of her head basically put onto the Crusader from Diablo 3. Basically, it was just her head on top of a Crusader. It's like, this is what she's gonna look like, which is kind of close actually. It's not that far off.
It seems like they do a really good job with going to with the fans of hey, this is something you're gonna like. But Chris, who do you main in Overwatch? Because I realize that'd be some great context to know why we care about this character.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Basically, I usually go between Diva, Tracer. I've been playing a little bit of Moira now, thanks to Capture the Flag. She's for some reason she's just really fun on that.
Yeah.
That, and I used to play Mei, but I don't play her as much anymore.
That's unfortunate. I'm a Mei main, especially with the new buffs. I know I'm ready to destroy in the new competitive season, but I also been playing a lot of Moira and Battle Mercy. I do Battle Mercy. I'm not so much into Lucio, but
even with the nerfs?
Even with the nerfs. It's, so a lot of times people don't like to pick Mercy when I'm playing, and I'm kind of by default, but I do enjoy it.
I mean, that's most support, sadly. But
it's unfortunately, it's true. Zenyatta I've also been getting really into, so I'm learning that I'm really enjoying support characters.
Okay.
I think it says a lot about my person. Speaking of mains and what my main says about me, there's a way for you to find out what your main says about you. Chris, let them know.
Well, we do have What Your Main Says About You Volume 1 and 2 on the channel.
Yeah,
you go check
Overwatch.
Those out. For Overwatch, yes.
Right.
Well, I mean, we are talking about Overwatch. So.
You never know, because we also have coming up this Saturday.
We also do have this Saturday coming up, What Your Main Says About You for Rainbow Six Siege. So look out for that on Saturday. That's going up early.
If you want to find those videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button and then hit that bell icon to become part of the notification squad. And make sure, leave us a comment below. Let us know what you think about the new character. What do you think of Brigitte? Are you going to play her? Maybe you also hate support and you don't want this character in there at all. But we're going to be in the comments below. We're going to be answering. We want to know what you think, and feel free to ask us any questions. We'll be in there.
Yeah,
commenting as the leaderboard, tagging it Jesse and Chris.
Yep.
I'm going to be Chris, he's going to be Jesse, just to confuse you.
I'll ruin his reputation.
Yeah, so stay tuned to the leaderboard, your home for video game facts.